guys? It's smoke break. I'm back to make a video. I haven't made a video for a little while. So I think I wanted to talk about how I'm pretty sure the Democratic Party and Hillary Clinton are starting to realize they're in a little bit of trouble by the way I've noticed their actions, which make me think that there's some strategy going on that I don't think is going to work. I don't think it's a good strategy for them to use, but they're going to use it. So now Hillary Clinton, as far as Donald Trump's gone, has been completely, I would say 90% reactionary to Donald Trump, and which has allowed Donald plenty of time to peg these buzzwords, taglines, tag words to her, and she hasn't really done very well doing anything to Donald. And you see it in the polls, because he was way behind like a month and a half ago. And now he's leading some. Like, I think I saw a poll where he was leading Florida by quite a bit, like 4 points or something today. And of course, there was the email thing where Comey came out and basically just told the entire country that Hillary Clinton's reckless and bad at decision making. but he didn't charge her, even though really he had the power to do so, because in the law, it's one of those laws where negligent is still chargeable, and negligent pretty much just means unnecessary recklessness, or like basically the common sense person would know better. And so that hurt her quite a bit, and also really helps Donald Trump's tagline of Crooked Hillary. Donald Trump also is improving with the Latino voters. I think he is polling higher now with Latino voters than Romney was. And Romney, and I'm going to say, about 4 years ago now. About 4 years ago now, they had the presidential debate. And if you guys remember, on the first presidential debate, Romney took it to Obama, and he caught up in the polls. And and I don't know. And then the second and third debate, like the second debate, I would categorize as like a tie, or like maybe like a split decision for one of them. But the third debate, Obama took him out, kind of. He didn't really show up. I noticed the energy just fade from Romney slowly. And then by the fucking, like, I don't know, fucking in the October, like fucking, he didn't do shit. Like, he just fucking faded away. And you really didn't even hear anything about him. And he still, like, only lost by, it was 53-47, I think, or 52-48, with probably some, tenths of a point in there or something. And it was still close. Donald Trump isn't a fading type character. All right. He's also a master persuader. He is very, very quick on his feet, and I don't think Hillary is. I think Hillary Clinton needs that teleprompter, and she needs her advisors, and they need to come together in a meeting, and then they memorize what she's going to say, just like Jeb Bush does with her, where they rehearse the tagline that they're supposed to get him with, like that. But it all comes out mechanical, just like it's just like, yes, it's music, and she looks over here and over there. Donald Trump. Now, he might rehearse and shit, I'm sure he does, but it doesn't come out mechanical like when Hillary Clinton does it. Which is why I think Hillary Clinton's going to get destroyed, at least in the first debate. There's going to be 3 of them, supposedly. And I think they realize Hillary Clinton's in trouble because for like the past month, it's basically just been Obama coming out and fucking talking to people about it and being her like a little attack dog, which is what the vice president's supposed to be, but she hasn't picked one yet. And I don't think that looks very good. Like, she's supposed to be for women and shit, but she has to have a man that comes out and like I don't know, man. It just strikes me as like a weird tone, I guess. But and he didn't really do a good job of it either. He was stuttering. Like, I have speech tics. Like, if you haven't noticed, I say a lot and shit like that. But I'm not running for fucking president. and he what was it, that stuttering thing he had, fucking, what was it, I don't know, like 40 days ago now, maybe. And then the fucking people on YouTube made like a remix video out of it and shit. And just like yesterday, he came out and was talking to people for her again on stage, and he stuttered again, but it wasn't quite as bad. I think he recovered. He was trying to make like a joke. See, Barack Obama is a mechanical character too, but he understands that he needed to get better at like not being so logical and rigid. So this is where the jokey Obama came out, and you've been seeing the jokey Obama for like the last year and a half, 2 years, and he did that a little bit too with Romney. And even with Bush, but he wasn't very, even went to, not Bush, fucking McCain. He wasn't very good with it, with McCain at the time, but he would try it out. But McCain was just like he was a horrible candidate anyway. I'm not sure if I didn't vote at all, but I don't think I voted that year. Because I didn't really see much of a difference. Because as far as I saw, I wasn't a Bush Republican. I don't like George Bush. I never liked George Bush. I didn't like his dad either. So, and I just saw McCain as basically a continuation of Bush Cheney, which, fuck that. But, maybe I should have, I don't know. Tough call in hindsight, I suppose. We're at 8 minutes now. So my point is that Donald Trump has been a master persuader, businessman, smooth talker, and he uses something called hyperbole, and he writes about it in his book, and how he uses hyperbole for negotiations and for persuasion. And he's been doing this stuff for 30 years, very successfully. Hillary Clinton is not in the same league as Donald Trump when it comes to persuasion. Unrehearsed persuasion, appearing unrehearsed, and if you notice, it's very hard to back Donald Trump into a corner. He always has an out. That's a sign of a master persuader and salesman and stuff like that. Okay, so what he does is the opposite of what a lot of politicians do. See, when politicians get attacked, they try to soften the blow or in some manner, or deflect. And what Donald Trump does is what's a good example of this was his thing with Megyn Kelly, when Megyn Kelly said he said all these horrible things about women, and he listed off, you said they were fat, and you've called them ugly, and stuff like that. And then he pauses, and he says, "Only Rosie O'Donnell." Okay, so, and everyone laughed. Okay, and now immediately, as soon as you get people to laugh, even if you're a fucking asshole, they're now psychologically on your side. Okay? It's a sign of a master persuader. He knew he was getting backed into a corner, so the first thing he could do was make a joke. Now all of a sudden, you notice the energy lifted into the room as people were doing this to him. Now they're like, oh, like this. They're sitting back. All right? He's very, very good. And Democrats, I think the head of the Democrats, are starting to realize, okay, we might be in some trouble here. The Democrats, like just the regular people running around, when you got your friend Bill, he's a Democrat at your work or whatever. They think Donald Trump's an idiot still, because that's what the higher ups are telling all the sheep. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. Oh, he's a racist. He's an idiot. He's an idiot. It's what's it called? That's what's it called? Like mirroring or something. Projection. Yeah, it's not mirroring. Projection. Because they know that, in fact, Donald Trump is smarter than Hillary Clinton. And Hillary Clinton's in trouble. It's been Smoke Break. Thumbs up if you like my video. Subscribe. Have a good night.